from all around your lawn. I'm here to tell you how football is strong. We're the best. Bounce the ball.
And welcome back to the second part of this segment. Today we've got Courtney in on the panel, so we've dobbed her in for her interview today with Thompson. Court, you happy to open up to us?
Oh, you've surprised me, but I'll
know.
share as much as I can without giving too many things away.
Yeah, we'll try to get that out of you. So, Court, happening around the club, what's happening around Thompson at this present point in time? What's been happening?
At the moment, we're obviously fielding our 4 senior teams, D through to A grade. We've got 3 different coaches. One of our D grade girls who is injured is now coaching D grade. Her name's Meg Ryan. She's doing a great job doing a few of her own little things with D grade. Our D grade team are very, very close. They go on their social outings, so it's really nice to see some club bonding in that sense, so that's really good. I'm doing C grade at the moment. They've secured 3 wins.
That's good.
At this point in time. And then Grant Blue, she's doing our A and B grade.
Right, yep.
And
how's your B grade going?
B grade, just like last year, they really struggled. They are very, very short, really young, which is fantastic because there's a lot of growth and a lot of development to come.
Yeah.
But we would just love a key goaler, a really tall, someone to feed to. But they've won 1 game so far, but a lot of them are Thompson girls that have played since they were young and have so much passion about the club and really want to win.
So a bit of recruiting your way, and it's very much the same. I'm listening to you and I'm thinking, that's us, that is so us.
Yeah.
And we are hoping to get recruiting at the end of the season. So you would be very much too being out in the country like we are. Very hard because there's not much around us to commit to, is there, like really?
Well, we're actually at the opposite end of the scale. We've got East Geelong around the corner from us.
So you're not cutting Thompson?
We've got...
So they out in the country, Donna. It's not
Bannock
too far
Burn.
out.
Sorry, Court.
No, they're the country tigers. We're the city tigers. We've got East Geelong around us and Newcombe and St Albans. So
you just got to go in and grab their players and they'll be laughing.
we've started recruiting actually.
Yep.
We had...
Tell us more.
Well,
Tell us more.
I'm going to drop a secret, which I didn't really want to spill.
Oh, this is the first.
On Saturday we had Sarah Fisher play for us. She was a premiership player from Geelong Amateurs. She's a very tall holding goal shooter and she plays at Mottawarri. And she played with us on the weekend and she showed great leadership.
She plays at Mottawarri, or she stopped playing at Mottawarri and now plays for you?
They had a bye on the weekend, so she came down. So we have our sights set on her heavily for next year and she made such a difference.
How is that looking like? Is she like...
I really liked it. Keen to come across?
She had a great time. She showed a lot of leadership. She encouraged our girls and it was so nice to see.
Is she an older girl or is she a younger girl?
She's probably in about her 30s. She has a small child. But we stood up to her level and it was so great to see the confidence in us, having someone who actually took some direction in the court. So yes, hopefully it's the sign of good things to come.
Well, that is. And what about your juniors? I know you haven't got an under-15s, under-17s, because you struggled with that. You have got an under-13s, promising players coming up?
Oh, I tell you what, watch this space. We have Brooke and Mia Shepherd, who are in grade 3 and grade 4.
So they're sisters?
Yes, and their younger sister Brooke, who is 15, plays D grade, and they are rippers. They are the youngest girls in the team, and you wouldn't know it. They're the smallest girls in the team, and they play tall, they play big, and they're gutsy, and they have a go. So
it's the little ones you've got to watch.
Yeah, we are nurturing them and doing all we can. We had a family day last week against East Geelong for those little girls, and they stick around and they love playing against us at training, and they really look up to a lot of us. So it's really nice to see that they're club orientated
and they're enjoying their netball too. Yeah.
And hopefully you'll be able to get them to stay around and build them up into the 15s and 17s and then into your seniors as you go.
That's
and so then what happens is they go to high school and then they bring friends over and they bring friends to the club. So
we're trying to do everything we can to make it as appealing as possible to try and keep them, because we appreciate them playing for us so much and we really want them to stay around.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's excellent. So in the future, we were talking about doing a kids club. Tell us about that.
I think that was Holly. She has...
Oh, was that you, Holly? No, we're not talking about you. We're talking about you, Courtney. Okay, so at this stage, we've got 5 games to go. From the start of the season to now, how do you think Thompson has progressed?
We've secured 1 win.
And that was against us, so that doesn't
That was a
count.
really tough game though, so Anarchy put up a really good fight. But we've been riddled with injury. Melody, who I keep raving on about, she's 15, so she plays for Geelong College and she's out a lot of the time.
Absolutely, because they have their own netball competition at schools,
Yep.
don't they, where
Yep.
they have to play. And
So the days when we have her, we're firing, we're confident, and she just gives us something a little bit extra.
Yeah.
But I've been swinging from goalkeeper to goal shooter, so it's inconsistent at times.
What's
but-
your favoured position?
I've always been a defender. So last year when I was coaching, I taught myself how to shoot, and I didn't always do it very well. And I still don't do it very well, but someone's got to give it a go, and I'm more than willing to put my hand up. But yeah, I am a defender and I do prefer that.
Very good, very good.
So where do you see yourself going for next year? Have you got plans?
Yeah, we had big plans for this
She's
season
planning to
actually.
win next year.
Yep.
Holly.
Might play
Like
somewhere
both of
else.
us two, don't we?
Absolutely.
We had big plans for this year. We had actually secured a coach from the GFL and she'd signed a 3-year contract, but that actually fell through just due to her work commitments. She's a teacher and that was really disappointing. So we were left right till the end of that, right till before the beginning of the season to find a coach. So we've been thinking ahead since the start
That
of this
point,
season.
yep.
And like I said, we do have our sights set on a few players and we have been talking to some. So our goal is to recruit a few key players and
Yeah,
work
well,
on
I
the people
thought
that
about it
we've
and I
got.
don't think I can take up your proposition. I'm sorry, Court.
Oh, what about the money? No, just
Money
but
doesn't mean anything to me.
we would like to secure some key players and go with the girls that we've got because we do have really good potential and it shows so many times throughout the season, but we just can't get it to gel together all the time. So with a few extra players here and there, hopefully we'll improve.
But as you say, like calling in those players, like to recruit those players who are so knowledgeable in the sport itself. Like they come in, but they give confidence to you
Absolutely.
guys and the younger players too who look up to you and think, oh my God, one day I want to be like her. So it is a big bonus when you get big name players or well-experienced players who can actually come on board.
Yeah, we stood up so much on the weekend and the oldest player in our team is 26, so we are quite young. And we have a lot of potential and a lot to work with. So fingers crossed for the next years to come.
Very good. And I'll just go to Holly for 1 minute, Courtney, if you don't mind, because she really wants to talk about the kids' club that she's in the progress of doing.
Yeah, thanks, Donna.
That's all right, Holly.
Just want to let Balpost Hill know we've got 2 more home games. At our home games, we've been setting up a kids' club where we're running it from 12 to 2. So it's just activities where players, kids, and people that come down to watch can get their kids to go to this for free and get them to stick around. They make little houses and balloon animals, and there's colouring and painting and face painting. The kids absolutely
So
have
it's
a ball.
not playing as such or not doing it.
It's
It's
a kids
just
club.
a fun
Yep,
thing.
it's like a kids activity. So last week they made little bird houses and painted them all up.
Yep.
Some weeks they get their face painted.
Good luck with all that, Holly. And in saying that, we will go to a break and we'll be back.
The Raiders from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football is strong.